Akandamandalakaram Yaptam Yena Characharam Tatparam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Ajnanati Miradasya Jnana Jana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Stavaram Jangamam Vyaptam Yatkichit Sacharacharam Tatparam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Babaji Vyapiyat Sarvam Trailokyam Sacharacharam Tatparam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sarvashruti Shiroratna Virajita Padam Pujaha Vedantam Bhuja Suryoya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Chaitanya Shashvata Shanto Vyomatito Niranjana Bindunada Kaladita Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jnana Shakti Samaruda Tattvamala Vibhushitaha Bhukti Mukti Pradatacha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Aneka Janma Samprata Karma Bandha Vidahine Atma Jnana Pradadena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shoshanam Bhava Sindosya Yapanam Sarasampadaha Guru Padonakam Samya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Na Guru Radhikam Tattvam Na Guru Radhikam Tapaha Tattva Jnanat Param Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Manata Shri Jagannatha Madguru Shri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Guru Adi Anadisha Guru Paramadevatam Guru Parataram Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidyadravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Shri Vishwananda Govinda Hare Krishna Madhava Shri Vishwananda Govinda Hare Krishna Madhava Shri Vishwananda Govinda Hare Krishna Shri Vishwananda Govinda Hare Krishna Madhava Shri Vishwananda Govinda Hare Krishna Madhava Shri Vishwananda Govinda Hare Krishna Jai Gurudeva 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 Gurudeva. Madhava Sri Vishwananda Govinda Hare Krishna. 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 Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Gurudeva. Madhava Sri Vishwananda Govinda Hare Krishna. 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 Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Guru, 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 Jaya Guru. Madhava Sri Vishwananda Govinda Hare Krishna. 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 Jai Gurudeva, 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 Jai Gurudeva. Madhava Sri Vishwananda Govinda Hare Krishna. 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 Jai Gurudeva, 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 Jai Gurudeva. Jaya Guru, 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 Jaya Jaya Guru, 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 Jaya Guru. Madhava Sri Vishwananda Govinda Hare Krishna. 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 Jai Gurudeva, Jai Gurudeva, Jai Gurudeva, Jai Gurudeva, Jai Gurudeva, Jai Gurudeva, Jai Gurudeva. Madhava Sri Vishwananda Govinda Hare Krishna. Madhava Sri Vishwananda Govinda Hare Krishna. Madhava Sri Vishwananda Govinda Hare Krishna. Madhava Sri Vishwananda Govinda Keshvaya Namaha, Om Devakara Samyataya Namaha, Om Sukshmatanave Namaha, Om Chinmayaya Namaha, Om Guru Murtaye Namaha, Om Sundaraya Namaha, Om Salochanaye Namaha, Om Sumukhaya Namaha, Om Charvasaya Namaha, Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Padmabhujaya Namaha, Om Mandagamaya Namaha, Om Charambaradharine Namaha, Om Ramaya Namaha, Om Mandira Sapakaya Namaha, Om Shri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Namaha, Om Gayatri Ajvane Namaha, Om Arpana Srikarakaya Namaha, Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namaha, Om Namo Narayanaiti Mantrapasakaya Namaha, Om Swaramayaya Namaha, Om Manurakantaya Namaha, Om Krishna Sankirtana Rupaya Namaha, Om Stota Priyaya Namaha, Om Mitabashine Namaha, Om Agdine Namaha, Om Chitrakala Visharadaya Namaha, Om Vratadharaya Namaha, Om Sandave Namaha, Om Jagatpantaya Namaha, Om Sarvalokahitaya Namaha, Om Bhaktapriyaya Namaha, Om Surdaya Namaha, Om Anukulaya Namaha, Om Neyaya Namaha, Om Sudarshanaya Namaha, Om Bhaktavatsalaya Namaha, Om Premamurtaye Namaha, Om Subhekshanaya Namaha, Om Pritivardhanaya Namaha, Om Swastidayakaya Namaha, Om Tarakaya Namaha, Om Anugrahaya Namaha, Om Vardhanaya Namaha, Om Achitraya Namaha, Om Artaya Namaha, Om Siddhipradaya Namaha, Om Janardanaya Namaha, Om Manoharaya Namaha, Om Mahashaya Namaha, Om Siddheshwaraya Namaha, Om Bhasmabhushitaya Namaha, Om Atmalingaya Namaha, Om Nivyarchana Prasakaya Namaha, Om Siddhi Sadanaya Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Karupasakaya Namaha, Om Sukshmaya Namaha, Om Vishokaya Namaha, Om Satvikaya Namaha, Om Samadarshine Namaha, Om Dakshaya Namaha, Om Achityaya Namaha, Om Nirankaraya Namaha, Om Nirmohaya Namaha, Om Madhyakraya Namaha, Om Chitakrodaya Namaha, Om Vinashivaya Namaha, Om Svamashaya Namaha, Om Kushalaya Namaha, Om Shamaya Namaha, Om Satyadharmaya Namaha, Om Nirvikalpaya Namaha, Om Viraktaya Namaha, Om Atindraya Namaha, Om Satyasandaya Namaha, Om Pavitraya Namaha, Om Adhurasvabhavaya Namaha, Om Suranandaya Namaha, Om Nandanaya Namaha, Om Prasanatmane Namaha, Om Bhaktamidaye Namaha, Om Sakshaye Namaha, Om Samatmaye Namaha, Om Sadayogine Namaha, Om Araye Namaha, Om Sutapaye Namaha, Om Somyaye Namaha, Om Guruyaya Namaha, Om Vimutatmaye Namaha, Om Gabiraye Namaha, Om Guptaye Namaha, Om Atmaramaya Namaha, Om Srinivasaya Namaha, Om Devaya Namaha, Om Dyutidharaya Namaha, Om Ganyaya Namaha, Om Gurave Namaha, Om Duratikramaya Namaha, Om Ganaya Namaha, Om Bhagavate Namaha, Om Harishana Margadarshakaya Namaha, Om Kutasya Jagartakaya Namaha, Om Aviprayaya Namaha, Om Sarvamata Samatyaya Namaha, Om Shamakata Bhavavardakaya Namaha, Om Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Swami Namaha. Ato Deva Avantano Yato Vishnu Vichakrame Pradivya Satadamapi Idam Vishnu Vichakrame Tvedam Yade Padam Samudramasya Bhavumsuri Trini Pada Vichakrame Vishnurgopa Adabhya Ato Dharmani Tarene Vishnu Karmani Pasyato Yato Vritani Paspase Indrasya Yujasaka Tat Vishnu Paramam Padagam Sada Pasyanti Surya Viva Chakshuratatam Tat Vipraso Vipanyamo Jagridagum Sasamindate Vishnoya Paramam Padam. Gurudevaya Dhimai Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate Om Premavattaraya Vidmahe Satgurudevaya Dhimai Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate Om Premavattaraya Vidmahe Satgurudevaya Dhimai Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate.
Govinda.
Shri Krishna Bhakti Marga Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodayat. Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Ketabare Narayana Achyuta Trivikrama Chakrapare Daityadi Sajjadara Sridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukminisha Bhavanasa Hare Murare Radesha Gopisha Surupa Brahmari Vandya Shri Dara Kashraya Vaikuntha Pade Bhuvane Kamurte Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Dina Krite Kramatarupa Varahamurte Trivikramaya Guhane Rama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yadunandana Kalki Rupa Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Govinda Madhava Mukunda Parat Paresha Damodara Jadarananda Kadari Suri Gogopa Gopi Jana Samrita Dina Bando Gopi Jana Priyaye Tava Suprabhatam Shira Vishai Bhujagadi Patam Pashai Sadbhaktaritsadanashayi Ramangashayi Shri Gopavamamudatalpasukadishayi Gopavallabhaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Kashyapatri Sukanarada Gautamari Brahmarshi Sangamani Sangavaparatesho Tishtanti Devatava Darshana Bhagya Heto Gopala Shekharaye Tava Suprabhatam Mandala Jari Tulasi Dharamaya Kanjaye Maryani Anjali Pute Samudaranti Tishtanti Tvabhavatadharatale Munindra Radha Manohara Hare Tava Suprabhatam Vedatrayam Patati Gautama Gana Guya Gayanti Sadguna Gano Varada Shavagraha Sankirtayanti Tavanama Kada Vishesha Shinarada Nirshaya Tava Suprabhatam Govardhano Dharana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Janamrita Suvesha Bhavari Pota Trilokya Mohana Sumangala Divya Deha Shri Rukminisha Varada Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vatsachina Sharanagata Parijata Bhakta Tribanjana Kripakara Dina Bando Divyanta Gayati Janapriya Divya Rupa Shri Nanda Gopa Kanaya Tava Suprabhatam Padmaksha Padma Mukha Padmadara Prameya Padmalaya Sharita Padma Nivasa Shori Padmodbhavati Sura Sevita Pada Padma Padmadinata Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Vrindatale Viraranaya Mahendra Vandya Kandarpadarpa Haradinya Sudesha Rupa Chandrananaya Siddha Chandranaripya Deha Govindaya Ravaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Nandanandana Yashoda Kumara Dhira Mayangadina Davichona Supushpahara Vilam Buddhasu Sararira Ramadhihara Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shivasi Janbhavati Satya Suganti Badra Shri Mitramindra Divasa Prabhu Putri Kanyaye Tishtanti Divya Bhavame Tava Sevanadam Gopi Mana Priya Hare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Achyuta Ananta Mukunda Shori Radha Manohara Janardana Chakrapame Namani Divya Munayurla Nisham Vadanti Brahmi Murta Samaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Suprabhatam Ye patati aharnisham Burikritam Mahapapan Shri Krishna Grahatukam Krishna Sachitaranda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Govinda Madi Purusham Tamam Bhajami
Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Chintamani Prakara Sarva Sukalpa Viksha Daksha Smriteshu Surabhera Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Sambrama Sevyamaham Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venum Panantam Aravinda Dalaya Taksham Naravatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Gandharvakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Kala Sambanamaya Vamshi Ratnagaram Pranay Keli Kala Vilasam Shamam Tribangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Vitrimanti Bhashyanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadyujjala Vigrahasya Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Durlabham Adurlabham Atma Bhakto Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Tasvagoti Satavatsara Sampragamyo Vayoratapi Manaso Muripungavanam Soprastiyat Prapadachimyalachimchatatve Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ekyo Prasora Chatuyam Jagaranda Kotim Rakshastirasti Jagaranda Jayayahanta Andantarasta Paramanu Chayantarastam Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yad Bhava Bhavita Diyo Manujastateva Samprapya Rupa Mahimasanayana Bhoshaha Shuktiryameva Nigama Pratitestuvanti Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitabhis Kabira Eva Nijarupataya Kalabhi Goloka Eva Nivasati Akilma Bhuta Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadeva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yasama Sundaramachinta Gurasvarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ramadi Gotra Shakarani Vadeya Krishna Nanavatara Makarod Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Samavarat Paranam Puranyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagaranta Koti Kotis Vasesha Vasudhana Vibhuti Bina Tat Brahmanishkaram Anantam Ashesha Bhutam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Maya Yasya Jagaranta Shasari Sute Trigunya Satvishaya Veda Vidayamana Sattva Balam Vipara Sattva Vishuddha Sattva Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasatmataya Manasu Yapraninam Pratipalam Smaratam Upetya Leelaitena Bhavanani Jayatyajastram Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Golokanam Nijadam Nitale Shatasya Devi Mahesha Haridama Suteshu Teshu Tetre Prabhava Nichaya Vita Chayena Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Reka Chaye Vayasya Bhuvanani Vibharti Durga Ichana Rupam Apiyasya Chachestra Tesa Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Chiram Yataka Vivikara Vishesha Yoga Sanjayate Nahitata Pratakasti Heto Yasam Bhutam Apitata Samupeti Kanya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Dipashireva Idashantarama Vipetya Vipayate Vivitaetu Samana Dharma Yastadureva Isha Vishnutaya Vibhati Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yakkarananda Bhajale Bhajati Smayoga Nidramananta Jagaranta Saroma Kupa Andhara Shakti Mavalanga Param Samurti Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasye Kadesha Satakala Matavalamya Jivanti Loma Viraja Jagarantanata Vishnur Mayan Sairayasya Naravishesho Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Vaspam Yasasma Sakaleshu Nijesu Teja Sriyam Kiyat Prakatayati Prakatvarata Brahma Yahesha Jagaranta Vidana Karta Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yatpada Paravayugam Vinayaya Kumba Tante Ave pranama samaye sagarare gaja Vignam vriyantum paramasya jagatrayasya Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Agnirmai gaganarama muradishasya Kalastatatma manasita jagatrayani Yasma bhavanti vibhavanti vishanti yancha Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yakshashuresa savita sakala grahana Raja samasta suramurti rashesha tejaha Yasya daya prasati sambrita kala chakro Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Dharmota papa nishara sutayastapamsi Brahmadikita patagana narasya jiva Yarata matra vibhava prakata pravava Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yasdanta jangapamate muragasmakasma Dharmanurupa parabhajanamatanoti Karmani nilagati kintu chabhakti bhajan Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yam krodha kama sahaja pranayadi viti Vatsaya mola guru gaurava sevya bhavare Sanchitya tasya sadashintanura purete Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Jagadev, good morning. You're enjoying first day of Jesla festival. It's very warm and sunny. Today I'm gonna read from Srimad Bhagavatam. For whoever is new, we do this every morning. And it's from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 12, Verse 1. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnana Jana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmei Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Narada Uvacha Brahmachari Gurukule Vasandato Guruhitam Achurandhashavanicho Goroshraddha Sahurdaha. And translation is, Narada Muni said, a student should practice completely controlling his senses. He should be submissive and should have an attitude of firm friendship for the spiritual master. With a great vow, the brahmachari should live at the Gurukula only for the benefit of the Guru. I'm not talking about brahmacharis today, don't worry. But I will talk about three things. And that's something that if I could put it in few sentences would be my biggest teachings living in ashram. Yeah. So as also Guru Purnima is approaching and Jesla festival is absolutely celebration of spiritual path, but in reality it's just celebration of Guruji. Yeah, because when he walks in, the whole festival just stops. Yeah, so when he walks in, everybody, even if the stage is here, people will look there. Yeah, so that's something that forever who is new will observe, and there is also explanation for this. Yeah? And I just want to remind you of that's something that I recently read. What actually happens during initiation, because I think sometimes, especially people who were like devotees for a long time, might forget. And in Shri Sukha Katha, it's really nice description of what actually happens. And it says, it's on the day that Sri Gurudeva accepts someone as a disciple by giving him initiation in mantras and so on. From that day, there is an exchange of same amount of mental faculties between the guru and the disciple. And then he said, just as the husband is affected by the adultery committed by his wife, and the sins of the government ministers are affecting the king, similarly, the sins committed by disciples are instilled into guru. Therefore, the disciple should be very careful about committing any kind of sin after accepting a guru. And that, with another word, just means that whenever we do something, once we are initiated, it's actually guru is giving part of us, part of himself to us. Initiation is very, very deep thing, and it's a lot of happening behind the scenes. And just gurus are able to explain. Yeah, and that's something that I also asked Guruji in the past. And he said it's 100% correct. So when he gives himself to the disciple, which means that he bears consequences of disciple actions also. So that means whenever we go against his teachings, whenever we do some things which are not beneficial but downgrading for us, he bears consequences of this because he installed himself in us. So whatever we experience, he experiences. And it's important to understand that he is walking the path with us. It's something that for sure you heard it many times, but it's just so profound and deep that actually he gives himself to the disciples, and he's ready even to bear any consequences. There's one master who said that in order to go and save the disciple, he also goes in the mud. Yes, so that means that everything that we experience, he's also experiencing. And what I'm saying this is because sometimes we read things like Guruji is above good and bad, etc., etc. And that is true. It's just we don't understand this. And then we think that he's just somebody that is, I think that's a tendency that with these thoughts that we create distance from him. Because we think that he's far away, nothing touches him. When we go through something, we just go through something. He's not there. Yeah. And I have one story when he really showed me how present he is in each of his devotees' life. When I first met him, it was, I think, 2017. And back then I was living outside. I really wanted to become famous and rich, as many 19 years old, I guess, people. And I was actually quite well known in the country because we were doing some music. So when I met Guruji, it's just I perceived that he is somebody who could just like give me what I want. Yeah. And it wasn't just this, it was much deeper. It was also, I did recognize deeper connection, but I knew for sure that that's something that he could give it to me. And after he came to a Darshan to my country, and then he called me and another Prabhu to a lunch with him. So we have a lunch, and then he gave me really big broccoli, which I didn't know how to eat because it was too big and I couldn't cut it. So I'm with this broccoli just... I'm just trying to do something, because it's prasad. So, and then out of nowhere, he starts very intensely asking me, "Do people know you here?" And I was thinking, and I told him, "I don't think so. Like it's not my city." "Oh, yeah. You have to become famous. You have to become so famous. Everybody will know you." And it was 15 minutes of a dish, Not just here. The world will know you. You'll become so famous. You're going to be so famous. Just work for it, and you're going to be really famous. So 15 minutes of just him saying how famous I'm going to be, and it's going to be amazing, and I really have to work for it. And then the Prabhu who was with me, of course, he told all of the devotees. So when I came out, everybody was looking at me like, "It's going to be famous." So all this happens. Fast forward, I'm not famous or rich. And then when I was slowly, I just started to follow the path more and more. And at some point I came to live here. And when I was living here maybe 2-3 years, we went for a walk with Guruji. And I asked him, "Guruji, do you remember when you told me that I'm going to be famous?" And I was yellow already. And he looked at me and he started to laugh hysterically. "Ha ha 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 ha, yeah, I remember. Ha ha ha." Like he had really good fun. And then he looked at me very serious, and then he just serious his face out of nowhere, and he said, "You see what Guru has to go through?" And I was thinking, what do you mean Guru? It's me. I went through this, But then I started to reflect, and I had the moment of grace where I could really see every situation or most of the situation, at least some situation when he had his hand in, when he was part of my life, and how he was guiding me for a kid who want to be rich and famous to a monk who doesn't want to be rich and famous. And I really saw how many situations, how many experiences, and how many things were needed from his side that he put me in the right track, that he put me where my dharma is. No, we often ask Guruji, what is my dharma? And the thing is that I don't think it matters so much, because he will bring you to where you have to be. And if he would tell me that when I was 19, 20, "Oh, yeah, don't worry, you'll become a monk and live in ashram," I would run, because I was not ready. So that's what he said yesterday in the satsang. It's just he's leading us to a point when we can really be ready to accept what we are meant to be. And I saw how much effort does it take from his side. How many situations, how many circumstances, how many experiences I had to have that I wanted to become brahmachari, that I want to become a monk. So he was bringing something step by step, very patiently, and it happens with all of us. For sure, you're not thinking a couple of years back you're gonna sit in Hindu temple in the middle of Germany. So you can see that it's really, and what I think is this important to just reflect, because naturally what emerges from it's gratitude. We can see his hand in everything and in so many situations that he brought us where we have to be. And this is how we should see him. And in order to develop, as verse said, one should have an attitude of firm friendship for spiritual master. That means that it's not just relationship, it's a relationship. We have to develop relationship which is intimate, which is so close, affectionate relationship towards him. It's not just any relationship. Like, it has to be the highest relationship that we ever have. And in order to really do that, when I was living here is, or even the whole spiritual path, what I learned is to avoid one thing. And that's something that Guruji also confirmed. And it might seem very innocent thing. It might seem something that we just say it casually during conversation with a friend or a devotee, but it's actually hurting him, and it's actually downgrading or rather creating a distance between us. And that's why it's very important how we see him, how we perceive him, what's the attitude from us towards him. Because the thing with Guruji is he's always with us. Yeah, so he sees and hears everything. And we have to ask, and I had to ask myself a question at some point, despite living here, do I see him as somebody who is putting me through stuff, somebody who is putting me through hardships, or he's even the cause of these hardships? Do I see him as a authority, the figure which is strict, discipline, and he's just challenging us or challenging me? And I did see him for quite some time like this. I see him that he's somebody who is just putting me through stuff. He's the cause of my suffering because I have to purify myself. And this is the worst thing, arguably the worst thing what we can do for our relationship with him. Because the feelings that evoke with these statements and thoughts, or this pattern of thoughts, it's resentment. It's not love. It's something that we cannot take more pain when we are in pain. No, it's something that we have to, when we say these things, and it might sound innocent, but it's not, because we might say things like, yeah, Guruji, he's putting me through things again, or I'm in the process. And it's just what we create with this is just distance, and we are hurting him. And he said this. Let me read the most eye-opening tweet ever from Guruji. It was previous year. And he said, "How many times do we say that the Guru is testing us? We are going through a process. He's ignoring us, and so on. How deeply sad are these statements, and how badly it must hurt the heart of the beloved Guru. To see that he wants, from whom he has pushed himself to the brink of collapsing to help, have labeled his love as tests, processes, and purifications. What are these tests? What processes? What purification? He is standing alone loving us, and we are turning our back to him by thinking all this foolishness." So you can see, he said it's hurting him. It hurts his heart to see this, because we are labeling these things as something negative. We are saying, essentially, yeah, it's just, he's the cause of my suffering. He's the one who is putting me through this. Did you ever think like this? No? Wow. Maybe it's just me then. So it's just something that it basically, when I was thinking this, it created distance. Yeah, and that's something that it reflected inside and outside in relationship, because it was so unbeneficial. And it seems even conversational. It would seem so casual, like you don't want to complain, but you just say that you're going through something because he's putting me through something. Yeah? And that's why it's very important how we see him. That's why I started satsang with explaining that we can perceive him as somebody who is holding our hand constantly, or we can see somebody who is putting us through things. And one is beneficial, one is not beneficial for relationship. And it's understanding or knowledge that we have certain karma and we have to go through things. And he's just there basically taking upon himself part of the things, and he's there constantly to support each and one of us. He's not exclusive. He's part of everybody's life. That's why we are here. And to really see that, to understand that we are actually have something that we have to go through, but because it's self-inflicted. He didn't create our karma, we create our karma. And at the same time, we are sometimes, or at least I sometimes, blame him for this. And he took it. He took it. He did not say, you cannot be my devotee anymore because of that, and that. But he really took it. And despite everything, he was keep helping and keep bringing me to a point where I am now. And I'm happier than ever. And it's not because of me. If it would be for me, I would be somewhere else. Because I didn't know what's good for me. And it's the same for all of us. And this is how we can really, if we change this mindset to really see him as somebody who is holding our hand rather than somebody who is putting us through stuff, and I am in the process. Yeah, all this is not beneficial because he hears everything and it hurts his heart. Because you're there for somebody always, 24 hours. He said he goes to bricks of collapsing. And you can see this even physically. Guruji is traveling crazy. It's extensively traveling to meet his devotees. Constantly. And you can see how tired he is. He comes down, gives satsang. It doesn't matter to him. Because you came and he wants to be with you. So just to even physically, because understand there is a lot of things that he does for us that we cannot see, we cannot perceive. We can just perceive it later on, a small part of it. But even if you see physically, what he's doing, what's his nature, is constantly giving. And in order to really honor this, we at least have to see him as somebody who is constantly with us and be grateful for him and for his presence in our life. Because there are some things that we are going through, but I'm very confident that your life is better than ever since you met him. Yeah? So that's why we are here. No? And he had to do a lot of things for us behind the scenes. And second thing, to really develop this affection and the friendship is spending time with him. And of course, we cannot just go up in the bungalow and knock on the door, because in the best case, Jaitreya will politely ask us if we can leave. Yeah. But it's spending time with him. And that's something that I also observed when Guruji was in Mauritius for, I think it was 5-6 months. That was the time when I developed my relationship with him the most. And he was not here. Because I was forced to go inside. I was forced to not run on the outside, but I was forced to go inside. And for me, that 6 months changed everything. Because that was the time when I was doing japa and just listening his satsangs. And this is the time when I spent time with him, even though he was not there. And this is the time when I felt him the closest. And he also said satsang and japa is the two most transformational tools which he gave. Because satsangs it's something that he speaks directly to a heart. And he's the only one who can do this. He's the only one who has ability to do this. And for me personally, to really develop relationship with him, it was through this. I spent time with him listening satsang and doing japa. And what happened is that all the fear, all the awkwardness, everything that it was not necessary in my relationship with him started to slowly melt away. Because I spent time with him, enough time with him to become familiar with him. And it started with 5 minutes per day to 10, 15, 20. And this is how it starts until we are fully absorbed in him the whole day. But we have to start somewhere. And this is where we can really develop this inner relationship with him. Just by listening satsangs, just by being with him in his presence. And for many people, which I talked also with them, it's the feeling that comes with listening him is as he's present right here, as he's physically present. And the more we are able to do this, the more it's almost like familiar with him. We develop friendship with him. We develop relationship which is so sweet, so intimate. And we have to strive to really develop this intimate relationship with him. It's not enough to just see him as an authority, to see him as somebody who is putting us through stuff, or he's helping me, yeah, but through hardships. It's not enough. It has to be intimate, affectionate friendship. This is what we have to strive for. And we have to, as a conclusion, we have to avoid, like even conversation or even the thoughts that cannot arise, oh, I'm in the process, he's putting me through hardships. Because this is where we start to create distance. This is where we start to see him just as an authority, just as somebody who is strict, who is just wants something from me. He wants that I'm disciplined. He wants that I do 1 hour japa. But it's actually to see him as a friend, as somebody who is so close and helping us in every step of the way. And this is where this intimacy and friendship arises. And this is where the fear and all this awkwardness, yeah, when you're physically next to Guruji, you were ever afraid? Yeah, a little bit? Awkward? Like you just didn't know what to say exactly? Yeah? Good. Few people. So it's all this start to melt away. Yeah, because you spend in your free time, you spend time with him and you become familiar with him. Yeah, you become somebody who is just with you the whole time. So why would I be afraid of him? He's my eternal well-wisher. But if he see him as authority, as somebody who is just strict and putting discipline upon me, who's putting me through stuff, of course I'm going to be afraid. It's the nature. So it's the two shifts that we have to make. First is to really see how we see him and be just honest with ourselves and change this and spend more time with him. And this is where we can really develop affectionate and intimate relationship with him. Jai Gurudev.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Prahlada Ladadaine.
Prahlada Ladadaine.
Prahlada Ladadaine.
Prahlada Ladadaine.
Hiranyakashipo Vaksa.
Hiranyakashipo Vaksa.
Shilatankanakare.
Shilatankanakalaye.
Shilatankanakare.
Shilatankanakalaye.
Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimho.
Ito Narasimho Bharato Narasimho.
Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimho.
Ito Narasimho Bharato Narasimho.
Yatto Yatto Yamitato Narasimho.
Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho.
Yatto Yatto Yamitato Narasimho.
Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimho.
Bahi Narasimho Hridaya Narasimho.
Bahir Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho.
Bahi Narasimho Hridaya Narasimho.
Bahir Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho.
Narasimham Adim Sharanam Prapadya.
Narasimhadim Sharanam Prapadye.
Narasimham Adim Sharanam Prapadya.
Narasimhadim Sharanam Prapadye.
Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shingam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadishare Jai Jagadishare Jai Jagadishare
Kara Kamaravare Nakam Adbhuta Shingam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadishare Jai Jagadishare Jaya Jagadishare.
Jaya Narasimhadev 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 Jaya Narasimhadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj
Narasimhadev Narasimhadev Jaya Narasimhadev
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Svarupa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Svarupa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Shri Vishwananda Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev Sri Vishwananda, Gurudev,
Sri Vishwananda, Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev Sri Vishwananda, Gurudev.
Ay Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev Sri Vishwananda, Gurudev,
Sri Vishwananda, Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev Sri Vishwananda, Gurudev,
Gurudev, Gurudev Sri Vishwananda, Gurudev,
Gurudev, Gurudev Sri Vishwananda, Gurudev,
Gurudev, Gurudev Sri Vishwananda, Gurudev,
Gurudev, Gurudev Sri Vishwananda, Gurudev,
Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev Sri Vishwananda, Gurudev,
Sri Vishwananda, Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev Sri Vishwananda, Gurudev.
Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev Sri Vishwananda, Gurudev. Ramanuja,
Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala, me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala, me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala, me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala, me.
Yatindraya Karunakaraya, Mangala Mangala me.
Yatindraya Karunakaraya, Mangala, Mangala, me.
Bhakti Dharmai Karataya, Mangala Mangala me.
Kapati Dharme Karataya, Mangala, Mangala, me.
Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me.
Raja Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala, me.
Yatindraya
Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala, me. Yakiraja Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala, me.
Salikrama Pratishtitaya, Mangala Mangala me.
Salikrama Pratishtitaya, Mangala, Mangala, me.
Tridandadharine Godagrajaya, Mangala Mangala me.
Vidandadharine Godagrajaya, Mangala, Mangala, me.
Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Swami Jai Jagadish Hare, Bhakta Janon ke Sankata, Dasa Janon ke Sankata, Sarana Dura Kare, Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Rodra Ve Pala Pave, Dukha Vina Se Manaka, Swami Dukha Vina Se Manaka, Sukha Sampati Garave, Sukha Sampati Garave, Gashami Vedanaka, Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Mata Pita Tumame, Sharanaga Umaki Saki, Swami Sharanaga Umaki Saki, Tuma Vina Ora Naduja, Tuma Vina Ora Naduja, Asakaru Majisaki. Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Tuma Purana Paramatma, Tuma Antarayami, Swami Tuma Antarayami, Para Brahma Parameshwara, Para Brahma Parameshwara, Tupa Sabake Swami, Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Tuma Karuna ke Sagar, Tuma Parana Karata, Swami Tuma Parana Karata, Ben Sevaka Tuma Swami, Ben Sevaka Tuma Swami, Kripa Karo Bharata, Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Tuma Ho Eka Tuchara, Sabake Pranapati, Swami Sabake Pranapati, Kisa Vidi Milom Daya Maya, Kisa Vidi Milom Kripa Maya, Tumako Mengumati, Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Dina Bandhu Dukata, Tumara Shaka Mere, Swami Tumara Shaka Mere, Karunata Barao, Karunata Barao, Sharana Pada Tere, Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Vishaya Vikara Vitao, Paparo Deva, Swami Paparo Deva, Shada Bhakti Barao, Shada Deva Barao, Santana Ki Seva, Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Dhamma Darasa Tera, Swami Sama Kucha Tera, Swami Sama Kucha Tera, Tera Tuja Go Arban, Tera Tuja Go Arban, Gyana Ge Mera, Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare, Swami Jai Jagadish Hare, Bhakta Janon ke Sangata, Dasa Janon ke Sangata, Shana me Dura Kare, Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Mane Chakra Ragoji, Gidari Lala Chakra Ragoji, Gidari Lala Chakra Ragoji, Gidari Lala Chakra Ragoji, Mane Chakra Ragoji, Gidari Lala Chakra Ragoji, Gidari Lala Chakra Ragoji, Gidari Lala Chakra Ragoji, Chakra Rago, Chakra Rago, Chakra Ragoji, Chakra Rago, Chakra Rago, Chakra Ragoji, Mane Chakra Ragoji, Gidari Lala Chakra Ragoji, Shama Mane Chakra Ragoji, Gidari Lala Chakra Ragoji, Govinda Mane Chakra Ragoji, Gidari Lala Chakra Ragoji, Gidari Lala Chakra Ragoji, Gidari Lala Chakra Ragoji. Tvameva Mata Pita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhushcha Sakha Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva, Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Vrichoma Vritangamaya. Om Shanti 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. प्रेम से बोलो लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो श्री भूतभृतवेश्वरनाथ नरसिंह भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो श्री राधा कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की, प्रेम से बोलो महावतार क्रिया बाबा जी की, प्रेम से बोलो श्री रमनुज आचार्य की, प्रेम से बोलो सद्गुरुदेव श्री स्वामी विश्वानंद महाप्रभु की। Krishnaya Govindaya Gopi Janavallabhaya Paraya Paramapurushaya Parakarma Mantrayanta Tantra Ausadhara Sastani Samaraya Samaraya Mrityo Mochaya Mochaya Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarchanaya Dikte Jvala Prataya Shtave Swarnam Bhat Parashmaye Parabrahmane Paramajyotishe Swaha. Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Ventakaramana Govinda, Gopika Jivana Smaranam Govinda, Bhaktavatsala Govinda, Govinda Govinda Govinda, Pundalika Varade, Eknath Namdev, Pandrinath Maharaj ki, Samasta Bhakta Mandali ki, Alma Permana Thiruvarikalaye Sharana.